Hey and welcome back, I'm Rob aka ShipDriver71 and today we will be flying from Salt Lake City International Airport by Pacific Island Simulations to San Diego by Latin VFR in the Leonardo Maddog X Rebooted. One note about PacSim's KSLC, what you are seeing here is traffic in Ultimate Traffic Live at 100%. Now as far as system performance goes, that's not a problem here because frames are great at this airport. However, at 100%, there are literally too many airplanes taxiing around, and AI collisions do become frequent, as well as duplicate AI rolling around all in a row like ducklings and then converging on each other. So for the takeoff clip, I had reduced traffic to 80%, and that tamed the overabundance of AI traffic, and that's what I recommend anybody who installs the scenery does, is they keep AI traffic below 80%. Looking at the Maddog, I had the old Maddog in FSX, and to be honest, and particularly in light of my role as a video content creator, the old Maddog was well behind the times visually, even in FSX. Its functionality and the sheer depth of the system's modeling placed it very high in the tube-liner add-on pecking order, but it just didn't look very good. It felt like an FS9 plane in FSX. When I skipped from FSX to P3D V4.2, I didn't even bother reinstalling it. If that's even possible, I'm not really sure. Even though I love the DC9 MD80 717 form factor. Skipping ahead again to P3D V4, I found that Leonardo has come out with a rebooted version to rave reviews. Visually, it is a significant upgrade. Now I won't lavish it with terms like stunning visuals or anything like that, because there are plenty of planes which do look better, especially in the VC. Even the TFDI 717 has a more attractive virtual cockpit. Where you really see it is when you're moving close to the VC panels, and you see they're not as crisp and three-dimensional as many add-ons. I was running VC textures at 2048, and yet close-up detail is better on the iFly 737NG VC panels, even though they are only 1024 textures at most. There is a 4096 option on the VC for the Maddog, which I have yet to try, but I would have expected 2048 textures to outdo rather dated iFly non-HD textures. Externally, it's a different story. The level of detail on the exterior model is top tier here, and the metallic surfaces on the wings are superb. Maddogs tend to have liveries with a significant amount of patina and dirt, so they don't quite gleam like many other add-ons, which generally depict freshly painted and washed aircraft. But nonetheless, the exterior is awesome.
Takeoff thrust set. "80 knots, cross check. Plane V1. Rotate.
As we depart Salt Lake City, we do get a good look at the Great Salt Lake, which in my previous video of a 34 left approach was barely visible on the horizon right before landing. Here we get some good views of the photo scenery around the edge of the lake, and although I did see some anomalies along the coastline, these were probably due to the interaction between the underlying textures and land classes in the photo scenery, and the mesh possibly. One thing I should note, this is actually my second attempt at a takeoff here. At some point I had actually opened the captain's side window and not noticed. It was not apparent to me until after takeoff when I saw the external view and noticed that the window is open, which is kind of cool that the external view actually reflects that. However, I would think that the wind rushing in at takeoff speeds would generate a huge amount of noise, but the sound set for the Leonardo apparently does not take this into account, so I didn't even notice until I was in the air. I guess I was begging for some hypoxia. As with the FSX version, there is a learning curve with the buttonology if one is used to more modern airliner cockpits from Boeing or Airbus, but once you can't get the hang of it, it is pretty straightforward, although going beyond point A to point B will require a second effort. Overall, I love the Maddog, especially because despite its VC not being top of the heap, it is still a very nice office, and the code behind the system's modeling is very mature and reliable despite its complexity. There are some things that I'm still getting the hang of, but I am definitely enjoying it. In part 2, we'll finish the flight with a landing at Latin VFR San Diego, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you like what you saw, and if so, please give it a like and by all means subscribe if you haven't already. And please click the bell icon to actually get notified of new videos coming out. We'll see you next time.